Task 1. Listen to the text and for each question mark the correct answer A, B, C or D. You now have 40 seconds to look through the task. You will then hear the recording twice.
Have you ever heard of Trevor Bayliss?
Who?
Trevor Bayliss. He's the man who invented the wind-up radio. Actually, that's not the only thing he's invented. He has a house and a workshop somewhere in England, and that's where he works most of the time, inventing new gadgets. But he's probably most famous for the wind-up radio.
Oh, OK. Well, I can't say I know anything about him or his radio. How come you're such an expert all of a sudden? Are you studying him as part of your engineering degree?
I wish I was. No, I was sitting in the dentist's waiting room the other day, and I came across this article about him in a magazine. It was fascinating.
Oh, well, I can see you're dying to tell me about him. So, how did Trevor Bayliss come up with a wind-up radio? And what is a wind-up radio anyway?
OK. Well, about 20 years ago, he was sitting at home watching a TV programme about AIDS in Africa. The report said that one of the problems that doctors and aid workers faced was that a lot of poor people in Africa didn't have electricity, so they didn't have a radio or TV, which meant that neither governments nor aid agencies could pass on important information about the disease. Trevor immediately realised that he could solve this problem. He started working on inventing a radio which didn't need electricity from a battery or from the mains.
And that's when he designed the wind-up radio?
Yes. It's called a wind-up radio because it has a handle which you wind up by hand. This generates enough electricity to play the radio for a few hours. When the radio runs out of power, you just wind it up again. It's really simple, inexpensive, and incredibly convenient. It means you have to do a bit of work, but you can use it anywhere, even if you're miles away from a plug socket.
Well, it does sound like a good idea, I have to say. Perhaps I should buy you one for Christmas.